Hey, what's up, YouTube? Alright, we're back to using the camera microphone because the last video, the last couple minutes was all staticky and poppy. Maybe it's got something to do with that cable now, I don't know, but it's turning into be more trouble than it's worth. Even though the quality of the audio sounds good when it works, it's just, I don't know. I'll play with it some more. Maybe it's just I'm being not as intuitive when I'm plugging the damn thing in, whatever, I don't know. Anyway, because the last couple minutes of the last video was popping and it's cracking again, so we're going to go back to the phone. And the only reason I switched over is because the phone, I mean, it's okay audio, right? But it's not like, there for a while I was hearing, sometimes I'd be talking, you'd hear me fine, sometimes you'd hear me like this, you know, it would just go up and down. But I think it was the placement of the phone. Anyway, whatever. It is now Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, day of upload. I am at the West Memphis OC. Now, what the plan was, because you know, when I was feeling bad that day and I had that trip taken off of me, that trip I had taken off of me was to pick up on Monday in Manuka, Illinois, to take down to Bymala, Mississippi for a live unload at 5 o'clock on Tuesday. But I was sick. I was worried about I wouldn't make it. Well, I was feeling bad. I was worried about wouldn't be able to make it on time. Didn't want to fail the trip, customer, company, and all that crap, so I had to remove it. No big deal. That trip was $900. So I woke up the next morning. When I told you I was going back to the sleeper, I went back in the sleeper and I slept like 12 straight hours. Yeah, I woke up, stomach was still wonky. I went inside to use the facilities, and you know, I had a bite to eat and had a jar of apple juice, and I felt better. But then I got back on the truck and I saw a message come through asking about relocation of new trailers. And I was going to be clearing on Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, and I had the full intention of going back to Gary, Indiana anyway, which is 180 miles away. So, but these trailers, these are reefer trailers for, come to find out, for Costco, a dedicated account, just to pick up these brand new reefer trailers and deliver them to different various parts where they needed to go. So I called him, yeah, let me get one. He's like, what do you want? He said, you're the first one to call. Which one do you want? I was like, there was one in there for $2,500. They give me that one. I was going down to Berkshire, Texas, to the actual customer, to Costco themselves. Other ones were going to like OCs and other places, but this one was going to actual Costco. So I'm going to Berkshire, Texas, right outside. It's Katy, Texas, is what it is. 1,107 miles for $2,500. I'll take it. Now, that's going to be the trip that I picked it up yesterday, Tuesday. And my plan was, for whatever reason, whenever I go to Houston, I'm always thinking, my automatic route in my head, no matter where I'm at, 40 to Dallas, Dallas 35, go south, and voila, you're in Houston. But I know this, but I just don't think that immediately. Going to Dallas and then going down, that's adding 200 miles to the trip, especially from where I was. So what I was going to do, because I'm getting close to that 15K mile thing, I was going to go by the Dallas OC and have them do the 15,000 mile shakedown inspection, PM, and so forth, have all that done. But again, I realized driving today that that's adding just 200 miles to the trip. So like I'm gonna be passing the West Memphis OC today. So let me call them. So I called them and said, yeah, we'll get you in there sometime today. I was like, cool. So that's right here from where I'm at to the drop off is 590 miles. That's a full day. And my intention was to have this dropped off Thursday afternoon and try to find some loads to get me back up north so I can follow up on this $2,500 start, right? Which I have a couple loads planned. I'm waiting for one load to verify. It's planned, but it's not confirmed yet. If that trip confirms, I'm going to have a $5,300 week. Thank you. But it's not confirmed yet. So that trip's got to confirm before I book the load following it. And it's a few days ahead of time, so hopefully that load will still be there when that trip confirms. If not, there's other options in that area. But while I'm here, I could do a reset. Because it's now 10 o'clock. I was hoping to make it here last night, but I was about 15 minutes short on time to make it. So I just stopped about an hour early, so I couldn't make it anyway. I just stopped. But I drove like 595 miles yesterday, so that was a big day. It was a long day. but I was 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes. I could have made it here to West Memphis OC, and technically my reset could have started last night. That'd have been great. Anyway, they're going to get me when they can, sometime this afternoon, closer to the evening. And so while I'm here, I'm going to do my laundry. I'm going to try to see if I can't sweet talk someone to maybe take them over to Walmart with them, or maybe have Walmart delivered. But the problem is I don't know exactly when they're going to come get my truck. But while I'm here, I'm going to tidy it up a little bit. I'm going to do some laundry. And once I got to unhook this trailer so they can come grab it. Give me a little lock box to where I can put on, in case I'm not in my truck, I can put it on the outside or have it wedged in with my door. That way they can get in and go and do what they got to do. But it's a pretty day. Night, it's 65 degrees. Clear blue skies here in West Memphis. I like this OC. This OC is a good OC. I spent a month here. Remember last summer when I got sick and I was off for a month? I spent a month here. I spent like 10 days in the Memphis Methodist University Hospital. I got more time here in West Memphis than I do anywhere else. But, you know. Now, technically, I'm not quite at my 15,000 miles yet. I'm at 13,694 if you want precision. But, however, I'm 500, so almost 600 miles away from drop-off. Then hours come into a play, and then it comes into location where I'm going to be. I'm getting it done a little early, but again, take advantage of where you're at, of the opportunities you have. Now, my 90-day inspection isn't up until April, so he pointed that out. I was like, yeah, I know y'all can't do that yet. It's, I can take that 90-day inspection anywhere, like TA or Love's or any Speedco's or any of those shops at the truck stops. Schneider pays for that, so when it's time for that. But he's going to get the shakedown inspection done and do the PM and check all the new PM they call it, and just check everything, make sure things are going the way they're supposed to go. But take advantage. I'm really trying to get my schedule to where I want it to be. And where I think I want it to be is I want to start my work week on Tuesday. Grind it out, because I mean, you know as well as I do, weekends are hard as hell to find trips. It's hard to find trips on weekends. I mean, unless you're like up in Ohio, Indiana, in that area, those factories seem to work 365 days a year. It seems like you can always get a load up in that area, but most of the country, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Carolinas, Georgia, down south, Texas, it's just on the weekends, man. You'll see a lot of loads come up like on Friday and around Texas. They won't deliver till Monday over to Louisiana and things like that. So my goal is to start my work week on Tuesday, schedule myself out till about Sunday, do a reset, get back to work on Tuesday. You know, take Monday off to do my cleaning and laundry or whatever, shopping, you know, get some food in the truck, which I'm going to do that today too. I got to try to talk to someone, and I may just go in there and say, hey, can I use the truck or use the company car? And they won't ask any more questions. Say, here you go. But technically, the Walmart here at West Memphis is like maybe 2 miles right down the service drive here. It's very, very close. But depending on when they get my truck in, and they do it, I can always PC over there in my truck, either tonight or probably tomorrow. While I'm here, there's Ray's CB shop over here in Memphis as well, and that's by the truck stops a few miles away. So I'm gonna go get me an antenna put on this thing. This built-in antenna ain't doing it. I kind of regret buying this radio now. I bought this CB just because for the sake I wanted the CB. Don't buy shit that just because you want something. Wait, and wait. I mean, like I said, it's not a horrible CB, but I want a bigger one. I want a big boy. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll go ahead and buy another CB and use that as my backup, possibly, and get a good antenna to go with it. Maybe. We'll see how it works out. But anyway, short video, just me talking, letting you know how my week's starting. So like I said, starting off with a $2,500 on the pay week, The last week ended with a 3,700. That's because I gave up that $900 trip, right? That would have been on payroll. So that would have been a $4,500 week, but instead it's 36. Yeah, 36 and change. I don't know the actual price, but I do have my spreadsheet that I have. You heard me talk about. I haven't showed y'all about it. I haven't showed y'all yet, but I have my spreadsheet here that I have updated. It's not every time I think about it, I gotta add something new. Like right now, I know I gotta add something new. So, but once it's completely finished, but I'm keeping track of all my month. At the end of the month, this will be pretty much complete, unless I think of something else to add. And then I will share this with you. At least I'll show you what I'm using, what I've created. And if it works out well to where you think you might be able to use it for yourself, I will make a version of it to where I can share it with you guys. How about that? It's just keeping track of a lot of information. The trip details, the mileage, the rates, cost per mile, RPM, or the RPM rate per mile. And it's got all my deductions and all the fuel, everything that comes out. And then at the end of the month, it'll show your net payouts. And then I've also got a section here showing off my settlement deposits to prove the numbers that you're seeing are actual. And then I have a breakdown here. I just added this morning, or last night, a breakdown of cost per mile. I got some more tweaking I want to add into that because, like I said, that's why I said I just had a thought of adding something else to it earlier. So I'll have to tweak that a little more. I want to do cost per mile. The total cost per mile is what it costs you to run your truck, right? And then I want to do a comparison of my average gross rate per mile. And then I want to put an average of I want to show my actual profit per mile. So I still got calculations I got to work out there to get all this stuff accurate. And it's automatic totals. Once I have it all the equations put in there, it's like it's automatically keeping track of your totals for you. All you got to do is enter in the data, and it will give you your numbers automatically. I'm not going to show it to you yet, damn it, because it's not done. Once it's done, you'll see it. Anyway, that's all there is for now. A little quick, just to be a little head video. Like all my videos are head talking, right? I heard someone use that term the other day, head talking. That's all I do. That's all I've done this whole time is just talk to you, right? Sometimes it go over a couple of days, but most of my videos, I would sit down, turn the camera on, and just talk about my week. That's how I do my videos. And I've tried, and I've implemented some dash cam footage, some road vlog, or some roadtage. Been out of the truck a little bit. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Appreciate all the support, and we'll see you on Sunday's video. Should be a little bit more into it. We'll have more details about whether those trips planned out or not, and if they did, how the week's gonna roll. So take care, y'all.